going on, guys? Out for a ride on one of my favorite roads, one of the most technical roads that I know of here in San Diego. I mean, that I've ridden, and I haven't been up here in a while. Ever since I moved farther away, I haven't gotten a chance, so I decided to take a ride up here. I wish I could have come down here earlier, but you know, I'm working night shift. You don't really get a chance to live during the day. So it's about 6 in the afternoon now. Sun's almost gonna come down here. But anyway, I thought I'd talk about the new Harleys, since that's the topic of conversation nowadays. This video is gonna come up a little late on the whole thing, but what the hell, you know? I gotta schedule all my videos. I just keep them like a week apart so I don't spam. I don't have enough followers to spam yet, so I do a week. But yeah, let's see. This is not gonna be like any informative things or anything. If you want to watch informative videos, go to Dandy and the Fireman. Lee Stewart did a really good one. This is just basically me talking about the new bikes. My first impression is I don't like them. I don't like the way they look, and I hate the fact that everybody on Instagram is like, oh, you gotta come out and look at them in person. That's how you're gonna fall in love with it. Fuck that. You shouldn't have to go look at them in person. I fell in love with the Dyna by looking at it in a goddamn picture, and I knew right there and then that I wanted to buy a fucking Dyna. Same with the fucking iron. When I bought an iron, I don't know if people know this, I had an iron before this. I bought that iron based on the fucking picture. I got there and they tried to sway me into buying like the Street 500 and shit like that. No, I said I want the fucking iron. That shit looks badass. And that's based on just the appearance. I didn't know shit about these bikes and their performance. So right there, that's how they lost me on those new bikes. Just the way they look. The only one that kind of somehow still looks Dyna-ish is the Lowrider. Just but yeah, the Street Bob, the Fat Bob is just disgusting looking. But I do understand performance wise they improved a shit ton of stuff. I know they're late on a lot. They're like Apple in ways of improving their products. So the monoshock, that's something that motorcycles have had for decades, and Harley's barely jumping on that bandwagon, which is better. A little sand here. It's better overall, but it'll make it a lot more difficult for us to do our own upgrades and stuff as far as suspension wise. It used to be just bolt on. I think now you're gonna have to take apart the whole fucking wheel and everything, you know. I don't know. The Milwaukee 8, it sounds like it's a bitchin' engine, you know, just constant power and a little bit more. It's more refined than the old school twin cams, and I mean, it's what they got, the 107s and the 114s, which is a shit ton of more fucking power than the 103. But yeah, I feel like they modernized them way too much, and you know, that's what I always told people about when you get on a Harley, as opposed to when you get on an Indian or a Triumph or what's the other, a Victory. They feel different. They don't feel modern. They don't feel nice and cozy, nice and modernized. They're scary, you know. You get on them, you know, they pop, they backfire, they're fucking hard-ass fucking suspensions, you know, just pure, just fucking engine and wheels, you know, just as pure as it gets. You know, if you want to improve it, there's always upgrades, and that's what's beautiful about the Dyna. There's so much stuff you can do to it. You can make it into anything you want. And Shade Tree Surgeon said this, you can do whatever the fuck you want with these bikes. And I feel like these new ones, it's gonna be a lot harder to do your own customization and upgrading. I love this berm here. Yeah, so I feel like they lost a lot of us Dyna lovers, you know, as I don't know what you would call this, but the hardcore Dyna fans. And the you know, a lot of those I'm just some guy, but I'm talking about like the dudes who do the wheelies and do like really go out there and push these bikes to the limit. I feel like they lost a lot of them by changing up the whole thing and the look, and everybody wanted the FXR back. And I don't know what their mindset is. I feel like we as a community think that we're the majority because we're on Instagram and you know, that's all we see. People on Dynas, people on Sportsters. But maybe in the numbers that they see of sales is they aren't seeing anybody buying these. You know, maybe people are just going out and buying old ones and not going to the dealers, or maybe it's just they're not selling enough. I did hear that Harley wasn't selling enough bikes anymore, so maybe that's what's going on. They're trying to modernize them, trying to get some of the younger kids put in their USB drives so you can charge your phone on the go for your Insta selfies. But I don't know, the fuck you need a USB fucking drive. If you want one, you can put anything you want. You got the little attachments, dude. I got my fucking heated jacket, or heated gloves, plug and play. You don't need it installed on the bike. But I don't know. What do I know? This is just an opinion-based video, guys. Like I said, there wasn't gonna be any fucking stats or facts about the actual bikes. It's just me rambling, getting them twisties. I'm not even going fast right now. I'm just talking. But yeah, this is one of my favorite roads out here. It's real technical. It really helps you with your leaning, perfect your turns a little bit. Go watch Shade Tree Surgeon's video. I didn't know all that stuff about the unveiling. Like, I don't follow Harley enough to give a fuck when they unveil new shit, or, you know, I'm not a fanboy. So I don't know about the whole Facebook unveiling. I know about Rusty Butchers because I follow him on basically everything. I think they're fucking badass. They ended up changing the whole fucking front end, by the way, and other parts. So I mean, regardless, the bike isn't Rusty Butcher approved because they had to fucking change everything on it. So, but yeah, watch Shade Tree Surgeon's video. Okay, he basically talks about how the unveilings on Facebook, they had all these rich people unveil their bikes and not give two shits about winning free bikes. Anyways, guys, that pretty much sums it up. Sorry for wasting your time about if you were trying to see anything informative about the new bikes, but I can't wait to see what the stunners and stuff do with them. I mean, once they get out there and actually ride these bitches, maybe they'll eventually win us over, I guess. But for now, they're just whatever. Catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.